The following presentation is a Deej Experience production and may not be recorded, rebroadcasted, or retransmitted without the express written permission of Deej Experience LLC. For more information, visit us online at www.deejexperience.com.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but I'm back at it. Only like to win, it's like a bad habit. If I took a loss, see how bad last. You play me again, then I'm stat padding. Looking at the numbers, see who's hearing it. Watching all the hype go disappear again. Giving you the picture, see how clear it is. I'm high quality, like I am Deej Experience. I'm way up, seems like I've been at the pyramids. Give me an opponent, and I promise I ain't fearing it. I got so much I can lose, but game when I've been dreaming this. Why you see a mirror, cause I'm closer than I appear in it. Grinding and grinding, and then I put another gear in it. Driving and driving, but you don't have no one to steer your ship. Back on the topic, if you knew half of my logic, you wouldn't have no more problems, but now you know what interference is. Whoa, wait up, scores down, stay up. Tom Brady with the comeback, and know it ain't luck, so pay up my respect. Don't reject that game nuts, better hang up the white flag. You fight back to your nameless, so tell me what the time say. Game time, why they didn't think it ever outscore me.
Gets it through, here comes the shot, and that's it!
For the entree, fast break, one man, the beat got it all day.
Still with that wrist control.
Doing this for all my life.
Looking for the
You don't want to waste my time.
And this one hammered.
If you want to test my grind,
going,
better get up next in line. Competition left to dry. They could never get in my mind. Please slow it down. I'm a beast on the ground. I'll unleash for the crowd. Play me up. One man band, I'ma run it back. You give me the chance, I'ma run it back. Cause looking at a champ, I'ma run it back. Put the ball into my hands, I'ma run it back. I'ma run it back. I'ma run it back. You're looking at a champ, I'ma run it back. Put the ball into my hands, I'ma run it back.
Come on, third.
Check out the roof, no. If I do fail, I don't have none to lose, so I'ma go until I crush you when you blow. Still leaving, then I'll bounce back like I do. See how I facilitated, you get humiliated. I'm making something from nothing cause I'm too innovative. I'm making records so I feel better for when I break it. It's for my pleasure, but I would never let you go take it. I'm kinda like that, I don't just write raps. You put the ball up, and I'ma spike that. That means I put it down, watch me throw it while you're down. Kinda like a quarterback, I take your crap and throw it out. We can go back and forth like Serena, just know I'm the home team. I pack out arenas and arenas. Never go cider where we from, so after I'm finished, it's all gonna be love. Still in my bag and they still wanna be us, but I don't think no one will actually become as great as my team is, cause I got a team of some Hall of Fame players, not to mention Jesus. Doing this for all my life. You don't wanna waste my time. If you wanna test my grind, better get up next in line. Competition left to dry. They could never get in my mind. Please slow it down. I'm a beast on the ground. I'll unleash for the crowd. Play me up. One man band, I'ma run it back. You give me the chance, I'ma run it back. You're looking at a champ, I'ma run it back. Put the ball into my hands, I'ma run it back. I'ma run it back. I'ma run it back. You're looking at a champ, I'ma run it back. Put the ball into my hands, I'ma run it back.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. I'm Dewey Hurd with Jack Hasbrook, and we're over here again in Warren. Jack, as we were here again last night.
Yes, we were. Deja vu. And this time, it is the boys wrestling, as the Warren middle school, junior high, whatever you prefer to call them, team is currently warming up on the mat. I counted 11 kids. The Beavers have already warmed up. They've got about 27. We just got the lineup. How many matches are we looking at, Dewey?
I'm looking at it right now, Jack, and it looks like we're going to have 11 scored and 19 total.
Wow.
So, looks like we're going to have
goodness.
quite a few matches here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's quite a lot.
11 in the dual meet for the middle school guys, and 8 more matches in exhibition. So lots of wrestling here for the middle school as we get into our Box It Lock It pregame show, get things going here. And first and foremost, let's get into our Snap Fitness 3 steps to success here tonight, Jack. As we put it up on the screen there, be ready. We've seen it one too many times, and I can't believe that I'm saying this about Corry Wrestling, but be ready. Have those laces tied up, put away and secured. Have your headgear nice and tight. Let's be warmed up physically so that your body's in right shape to hit the mat and get going. So first step is be ready.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute since our last proper duel between the holiday breaks and some bigger tournaments. These guys have not had a proper duel in quite a few weeks now, so you got to be ready. Got to get your mind back into a dual mentality or mindset, whatever you want to call it. And, yeah, just get out there and do your thing.
Second step is hit your moves with authority. We used this last night for the girls' match here. The girls getting the big victory last night here in Warren, 44-30 over the Dragons. So hit your moves with authority. No half-hearted shots, no shots from too far away. Get in nice and tight, and when you hit that move, whether it be a single leg, double leg, or a fireman's carry, or whatever it's going to be, hit it with authority.
Yeah, last night we saw quite a few exciting takedowns and pins and what have you, and that's because the girls hit their moves with authority. So if the boys want a similar result as the one last night, they will have to do the same.
Yeah, and the final step to tonight, move after move. Too many oftentimes you see it out on the mat. You have a nice move to get going, but then you don't have another move to follow up with. So constant movement out there, good movement up and down, left and right, good lateral movement, and constantly putting moves on your opponent. Yeah,
got to have a plan, got to know what you're doing. Can't just start a move and then not know where to go from there. That's how you get yourself caught. And, yeah, it usually doesn't lead to good things. So have a strategy, know what you want to do, and do it.
All right, Jack. That'll be the rest of the Snap Fitness steps to success as we look forward to getting going here in middle school action as we wrap up the Box It and Lock It pregame show and get ready for the first match of the night. And on the scoreboard, you don't see it quite yet. I'll put it up there. But for middle school, we're just going to have the Beavers up there. The first digit you're going to see is the Beavers score. And then the team score is going to be a little bit smaller next to it. And then to the right, you're going to see Dragons. And then Dragons' individual score will be there. And then a little bit further over to the right will be the team score. And I have the lineup for tonight. I believe it's going to be Cole Proper leading things off, going up against Caleb Freilich.
All right.
And I'm trying to get ahead of myself here and get a couple matches written down here so that we can kind of move along. Next match up will be Alex Hellier.
Yeah, might as well get them all in while they're still getting themselves ready.
And his opponent will be Ethan Gustafson. And the third match is going to be Fenton Forspring. And the gym's getting noisy.
Yeah. Official is on the mat. So, and yep, fellas are checking into the score table.
All right, well, that's Cole Proper out there. We're ready to get things going. First match of the night, Fox Family Insurance opening match as we get ready to go here, Jack.
Yes, sir.
And we're underway. Caleb and Cole out there, sizing one another up. Not really tying up or doing anything yet. Tap on the head there. Feeling each other out. Trying to set something up as they go into a collar tie now. Try to shrug by there, nothing going there. Good movement there after the block of the attack. Cole come right back with another move into it. Didn't get nothing out of it. In on a leg now is Freilich. And Proper is sprawling hard to stay out of it. Freilich trying to pull it in. And we're going to have a stalemate called by the officials. We're down to 47 seconds to go here in the first period.
Nice block there by Proper.
Moving right along here as they get back into action. First match of the night. No score in it. As we're just underway, first period here. Caleb Freilich for the Dragons taking on Cole Proper of the Beavers as they get back into a collar tie here. Jack, something tells me these guys have seen each other before.
Yeah.
Proper tried a little shrug by there and didn't get it to go. And Freilich comes right back with a shrug by of his own, but they go out of bounds. And we're going to stay neutral. Back to the starting blocks.
Yeah, you're right, Dewey. You definitely get the feeling that these two know what to expect from each other, and they're just waiting for that opening.
Well, they're going to teeter-totter around here and get out of the first period. No score. As this first period is going to come to a close as we're going to head into the second period. Proper has choice. And he's going to defer to the third. And Freilich is going to go down on the bottom. Always like that when you have choice to put yourself in a good position.
Yeah, I agree. Especially since the first period was all neutral and neither could get anything.
Right off the whistle, Freilich nearly got a stand up there, but Proper puts him back down onto the mat and is able to maintain control. Now he has a 2-on-1 underneath there with a tight gut. Freilich back up to his feet trying to turn into him, but Proper keeps him in front of him and works him back down onto the mat and out of bounds.
Some more nice defense there by Proper. And they're off. Caleb already standing up. Proper turns him to the mat. They got him on his back.
And that's going to be 2 near fall points. And Proper will take an early lead here. I shouldn't say early. Early in the second period.
Yeah, early in the second.
I'm trying to get ahead here on the scoreboard by going through the matches, but we're going to have to stick with the one that's on the mat right now. Proper looking for a far side cradle there. Trying to get it sunk in. He's running out of time, down to 20 seconds already here in the second. Freilich trying to get into a stand-up. Proper stays right with him as he's able to spin around and stay in good position. 10 seconds to go here. Proper keeping that leg turk, keeping Freilich nice and tight to him. I'd like to see him work a little bit more on top there. And we're going to head to the third period with Proper out in front, 2-0.
Nice period there by Proper. Never gave up the escape, got 2 near falls.
And Proper's going to go down to start the third. Again, this is the first match of 11 that will be scored, and then we have 8 exhibition matches to follow after it. Right off the whistle, Proper does a sit and switch. Spins right in, gets a relevant church reversal, and has doubled up his lead to 4. Got a tight gut with an arm bar. Looking for wrist control on the far side. Stays with that tight gut. Trying to get him tipped over. And Proper runs around the head there. Close to the out of bounds, but keeping him inbounds. And Proper's looking for a half now. Still with the arm bar. Looking for that wrist control on the far side, and he loses control. And Freilich goes with a head and arm, trying to get him flipped over to his back. And he's going to get a relevant church reversal and back points here, as Freilich's going to take the lead.
Yeah, just got caught there.
Tried to do a roll through and just couldn't get through it. And Freilich looking for the Bracken Funeral Home pin and gets it. And that'll put the Dragons out in front, 6-0.
Yeah, it's a tough loss there for Proper. had the control for most of the match there, and then just one move didn't work out, and match flipped on a dime.
Oh, we'll move on to the second bout of the night. It'll be Alex Hellier coming out, taking on Ethan Gustafson.
Both guys sizing each other up. Just got to get behind him. And they gave it to him. 3-point takedown.
So Hellier's going to wrestle from in front tonight.
Dragon trying to get up, but Hellier keeps returning him to the mat.
Working on that wrist control on the near side. Not allowing him to get up off the mat. Alex doing a good job of keeping his hips nice and high. In behind his opponent, Ethan. As he goes back with that tight gut now. Keeping him down onto the mat. 30 seconds to go here in the first. Alex out in front 3-0, looking to expand on that a little bit more here. 20 seconds to go now. Hellier doing a good job of constantly fighting for wrist control there. Ethan doing a good job of fighting it off, but Alex keeping him right down onto the mat. Trying to put a half in on the far side, looking for an armbar on the near side.
First period coming to a close.
Yeah, it comes to a close with Alex out in front 3-0. Ethan's going to defer to the third period, and Alex going to take down and start period 2. Ethan covers on top. Alex quickly into a stand-up. Gets that wrist control, and he'll get out with a 1-point escape, making it 4-0. Snaps him down to the mat. Ethan comes right back. Good fight there, but not able to get anything out of it. Now Alex comes underneath the arms as Ethan catches him in the head and arm out front, but they're going to get blown out of bounds. Whistled for out of bounds, so back to the starting block in the neutral position. Alex looking for a leg there, not finding it yet. Nice cross-body shot there by Ethan in on a single leg, but somehow Alex is able to sprawl heavy out of it as he'll look to get the takedown out of it. He'll Turk the leg and get his leg freed up and get another 3-point takedown. Nice move there. Now he gets a half in. Ethan pulls it off. Alex gets him flipped over here. Got that arm bar in. And he'll sit through here.
Near falls counted. Full 4.
16 seconds to go here in the second. Alex looking for the bracket funeral home pin, and there it is. Just as I say he was looking for it, he got it.
So that'll even us up back up. And on we go.
All right, bout 3. Fenton Forspring going up against Hunter Ingerson. 6 points apiece. And why does my score show 5? There it is. As we get going here in period 1. Gates going to try and dance around the corner there. Ingerson with the leg. And Gates has him nearly tipped over there, but Ingerson's staying right on that leg. And finally, Gates will get in behind. I'm sorry, that's Forsprings.
Yeah, I was to say, is that not Fenton?
Fenton Forsprings gets the 3-point takedown, has a near side cradle locked
this
up.
Could be It's going to be quick, Dewey. Oh, no, Pill, let it go.
Rolled through, and they're going to get 4 near fall points. Makes it 7-0. As Fenton goes right back to work. On top, has that arm in the hammerlock position. He's going to try and thread the needle here. Gets out front, trying to get that arm stuck in there. You got to bend your elbow a little bit more and dig it in there. There, he gets it in. And he'll hook the leg and keep him down onto the mat. Trying to get that near side cradle locked up. Gets him rolled over to his back. Got a couple swipes there. Referee holding 2 as he'll award the 2 near fall points. Makes 9-0. And now he has the arms bundled together. Has him right over to his back once more. 5 seconds to go here in the first. And if you want to know what move on move means, watch this match again, Jack.
Yeah.
Because Fenton is putting move after move on him.
Yeah, he is.
And he is just relentless with putting them together.
Yeah. Got 4 more near fall points at the end of that quarter there.
I believe.
Or period.
That should make it 13-0.
I believe you're right. That is what our scoreboard says. So Fenton just needs 2 more for the tech fall.
As we move on to period 2, Fenton has choice. And he's going to take top. As he'll look for some more near fall points, and this will be over quickly. Fenton covers on top as we get ready to get going in the second period here. All knotted up at 6 after 2 matches. Gets that arm bar in. And he'll look to muscle him over here right from that arm bar. Has wrist control on the far side, and he just doesn't even walk around the head, just pushes those shoulders over.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't get the pin here, he's going to get the tech fall. Official holding 4.
But that is a long time to fight off your back.
Yeah, just under a minute left to go here in the second. And there it is, another Bracken Funeral Home pin in the second period. And that will put the Beavers on top, 12-6.
Dewey, I like when there's a pin how much authority that official slams the mat with. He raises that arm up and just wham.
All right, moving on to the next match. Should be Trenton Gates this time. He'll be taking on Oliver Drescher.
Bit of hand fighting here to start it off and do a collar tie. Back and do a collar tie. Continue to fight. Gates has to get that right leg free and spun around for the takedown. And there it is. Gates out in front, 3-0. Now we'll go to work on top.
You say Gates is on top, 3-0?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll let you keep making a call on this here, Jack, as I continue to finish up the lineup.
And Gates still working on top here. Looking to get him flipped. Oh, he's got him in there nice and tight. That's going to be tough to get out of.
Good position, chest on chest, wide base. 6 seconds to go here in the first.
Wow, I am stunned that the Dragon fought that off. I mean, he was in there tight. Well, that's 4 near fall points all the same. And they're in neutral.
As we get going here, second period, I didn't see who did what there.
I couldn't tell.
Both into a collar tie here. As they shrug it off and stay neutral here. Right back into that collar tie. Gates trying to do the arm drag. And Drescher gets in on a leg.
Yeah, this is what happened in the first period there. Drescher got in on a leg, but Gates was able to spin out of it.
Well, Drescher gets the three-point takedown here. Gates gets back up to one leg. Gets up to the second leg, trying to break that wrist control to get the escape. Good pressure back, and then Drescher just cuts him loose.
And they're back into collar ties. Well, not anymore. Gates with a shot.
On a double leg. Just got to get that head popped up and gets
There
another
it is.
three-point takedown. Makes it 11-3. 24 seconds to go here in the second. Gates trying to work with that wrist control to get him flattened out onto the mat. Drescher trying to get back up out of the base position. Keeps those legs moving, but Gates gets him flattened back down onto the mat. Got a half in on the near side. Got a tee off and run it short time. And he's going to run out of time here in the second. We'll head to the third with Gates out in front, 11-3. And Gates has choice. He's going to take bottom. And we have a caution on Drescher. Very important how you line up on your opponent. He'll chop the arm and try to get it in. Can't get it. He'll go up to a head, trying to get him rolled over, stacks him up. And it's a Bracken Funeral Home pin for Dresser. He kind of caught him and just flipped him over.
That is 2 matches now for the Beavers, Dewey, where the Beaver has had control throughout the match, but they've just gotten caught and pinned.
That's a good move by Dresser.
Yeah.
Don't give credit where credit's due. He actually he did a nice move there, hit it hard, and is rewarded with a pin. As we move on to the next bout. Tegan Willis taking on Mason Chapman. And we are all set to go here. And caution on the Dragon Chapman, not standing on the starting block. You might think that's a ticky-tacky call, but it might come into, well, I mean, a caution's a caution.
Yeah.
You get called for too many cautions, you can start losing points. So it's very important to mind your P's and Q's. There's a nice single leg by Willis, and he'll get the three-point takedown and have an early lead here. As Willis will go to work on top, has that leg turked in there, looking to get him drug over to his back. And I believe he had a 2 count there. Yes, he did. 2 near fall points being awarded, makes it 5-0. Coming up on 50 seconds to go here in the first period. Willis trying to dig that arm out. Has him partially flipped over there. Has a half in on the far side with wrist control. He needs to keep adjusting his position there. He's going to get 4 near fall points. And there they go. And that makes it a major decision on the board now, Jack. 9-0.
Yeah.
Make it 9-1 as he gives up the escape.
Yeah. As we've seen twice already, these matches can flip on a dime. So
Nice ankle pick there.
Wow.
That's a great move. Put him right to his back.
Goodness.
He'll get the 3-point takedown and maybe more.
It's got to be at least 4 near fall.
Oh, good job of stepping over as Willis has him tied up nice and tight. Chapman doing a good job of staying off his back here, Jack, but he's got to find a way to get away from Willis. Willis has got those arms bundled together, leg turk, and the period's going to come to a close. And that should be another 7 points, so that should make it 16-0. And that would be a tech fall.
Yep. So that puts the Beavers back out ahead.
12-17.
Dewey, I believe the Corry bench said, let's go. Let's go, Grace. So I assume that is Grace Cummings out there.
Yes, Grace Cummings against Parker Eastman. And as they get going there, Jack, I'm going to let you take the call on this one as I continue to try to get the lineup finished up. I'm just about done.
Well, they're into an early caller tie. Grace looking for a leg. Couldn't get it. And almost had him to the mat. Didn't quite. Looks like Grace has got a bit of a height advantage here.
A bit?
Yeah, you know, maybe an inch. Still into a collar tie. They continue to look for a leg, and the Dragon got one, but he did not get control. No points. Back up they go. But he's still got a leg. Grace is trying to get it back and get a leg of her own. That height advantage is definitely coming into play. Grace trying to get spun around. Still can't get that leg free. Dragon got to be careful not to lock hands. And that's the end of the first period.
Scoreless after one. Grace is going to defer to the second or third period. And her opponent, Parker, is going to go down on the start here of period number 2. Grace covers. And we're underway here. She's got good pressure in the middle of the back there, keeping Parker down onto the mat. He's kind of balled up in the referee's position, looking for wrist control. He has a wrist, need to pass it over, but Grace is able to dig it back out and continue to work on top. Parker reaching back there a little bit, but Grace doing a good job of staying in control. Now she's got to get that wrist back as Parker has it passed over his head now, looking to get out. She's working on that same wrist for control with the other arm and keeps him down on the mat. Looking for the far side cradle. She can get that arm freed up. But Parker doing a nice job of keeping two hands on it, not giving it up. 30 seconds to go here in the second. Grace looking for that far side cradle, has it locked up. And they kind of just rolled right through it.
Yeah.
And she still maintains the control.
Yeah.
Gets up to her feet. She's got to find a way to get turned into him. Parker's got that wrist control. You just got to get her down onto the mat. And the period comes to a close. No escape, no change in position.
Wow.
And Grace has choice. She can take bottom on the start of the third period here, Jack.
Yep.
Kind of a weird way to have the period end there. But
yeah.
Good for Grace to gut it out and get through that period.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Parker trying to get her hips broke down onto the mat. She gets right back up to her feet, or back up to her referee's position as he's looking to get those arms put together. Grace trying to get back up to her referee's position. Parker trying to keep her down on the mat. And he'll get her flipped over here. And there he goes, going to have the start of the counts here.
Yeah.
Referee holding 4. Grace trying to belly down.
Grace just couldn't get her legs up.
And she finally rolls all the way through. And there goes the 4 points on the board as Parker takes a 4-0 lead. 40 seconds to go here in the third. Again, he rolls her over. Kind of an unorthodox move. But nonetheless, it got her over.
Whatever works.
Grace is doing a good job of fighting off the pin. There it is.
There.
Sometimes the inevitable happens.
Yep.
And that's 3 third-period pins by the Dragons as they regain the lead, 18-17.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 times the Beavers have just gotten caught. Been a bit of a running theme so far.
Well, we move on. This bout here should be Wesley Daly for the Beavers taking on Wyatt Amoroso. As we get ready to go here, the wrestlers shake hands and we're underway. Amoroso quickly in on a leg. Daly sprawling hard to get out of it. Does a nice throw by, puts him right down onto the mat,
Wow.
puts him to his back.
Whoa.
Nice little roll over there.
Yeah, that was quite the move.
And Daly gets a half in now. A nice 7-point move there. As Wesley gets a big advantage there. Working with a power half here, trying to get him rolled over one more time. 50 seconds to go here in the first.
May have to readjust that leg.
You got to get that half in farther.
Yeah.
And like you say, you got to step over and tee off to run that half. And Amoroso's going to get belly down here and not give up any back points as he pushes back, and they're going to go out of bounds. Daly still with control. 31 seconds to go in the first. I don't know if they're going to score any more near fall points or not, but they have that on the board 7-0, and now they are.
How many did they give him?
Oh, they say only 6.
Huh. I thought he swiped 4 times.
Anyways, we'll get it adjusted as well. Daly puts him back down onto the mat. Working with that tight gut, trying to get wrist control to go with it. Got to be careful not to lock your hands underneath there. As he gets a leg worked in and gets him put down onto his back, still with that leg ride. But you got to get to some kind of wrist control to go with it, but they're a relevant church reversal at the very end. We'll get Amoroso on the board at the end of the first period.
Wild period there, Dewey.
6-2 is the score, and Amoroso's going to defer to the third. And Daly is going to go down to start period 2.
And we're off. Bit of a funky position here. And there's your reversal, your relevant church reversal. And he's on his back. He's getting swipes.
Has that half in on the near side as he looks for a near side cradle, hooks the leg, stacks him up. It's a tick high. I'd like to see him settle in chest on chest a little bit more.
Yeah, that might do it.
Well, he has that arm in between his own. There it is. A Bracken Funeral Home pin here in the second.
So there we go. That puts the Beavers back out ahead. 23-18. Back and forth we go.
And who's next? I'm glad you asked, Jack. I got Chase Kuzma taking on Noah Pope.
Perfect.
Jim's still filling up for the varsity action to follow right after the middle school gets done, but we got a ways to go yet there.
Yeah. Yeah, what is this, about 7?
Pope in on a leg, and he'll get the three-point takedown. He'll wrestle from in front. Kuzma got to work up off the bottom, has a leg. Trying to pull it in. Pope trying to get him flattened out on the mat and flipped over. A minute to go here in the first. Kuzma works back up to his base. Pope continues to look for the cradle. Something's got to give here. Good high hip heist there by Kuzma, but no change in position. We're down to 35 seconds to go here in this first period. Got to tie a couple of moves together here. Pope pulling up on the ankles to try to get Kuzma flattened out. Kuzma got to pull that leg in, maybe get down onto the ankle more. Continuing to work up from the bottom here. And a stalemate is called, and that'll put Kuzma back down on the bottom on the restart. Good start there. Kuzma spins into him a little bit. As Pope continues to look for the far side cradle. A nice high turn into a single leg there. Kuzma not able to get away from him. And the first period's going to come to a close with Pope out in front 3-0. Kuzma has choice. He's going to defer to the third. And Pope's going to take bottom. Kuzma will cover on top as we get ready to go here, second period. Kuzma trying to chop him back down onto the mat. Bumps the wrist forward. Pope up into a stand-up. And a nice little heel trip there. But Pope's going to get the relevant church reversal and expand on that lead. Makes it 5-0. And we're right back the way the first period ended there, Jack.
Yep.
Pope on top. Kuzma got to work up off the bottom. Minute to go here in the second. Pope continues to look for that far side cradle. Kuzma staying stretched out just long enough to not let him lock it in. Now Kuzma in on a leg. And he gives that up as Pope settles back in behind. Trying to get him flattened out. He's a little high out front. Kuzma able to square up to him now. 30 seconds to go here in the second. Kuzma trying to elevate those hips, but Pope doing a good job of keeping him down onto the mat. Trying to work with a crossface series now. Kuzma nearly got back up to his base there, but Pope pushes him right back down onto the mat. Kuzma trying to do a sit-through here. And the second period comes. That seemed like that period went by quick.
Yeah, that was a speedy one.
Moving on to the third period here. Pope has choice. I'm sorry, it is Kuzma with choice, and he's going to take neutral. Down by 5. Goes into a collar tie here. Trying to get that inside control. And looks like Pope getting the better of him here, getting on a head arm. Kuzma down onto the mat. Kind of hard to do a fireman's carry from there. Hip heist over. He might have it if he could hip heist over that. Kuzma in on a leg, and finally Pope gets it free, and he'll get another three-point takedown. And now a major decision on the board for the Dragon. 50 seconds to go here in the third. I like to see Kuzma get 1 point here, get that major decision off the board.
Yeah.
There's a hard crossface series there by Pope. Not able to get anything with it. 30 seconds to go now. Kuzma doing a good job of staying long. Not giving up that cradle, but he's not been able to get the escape here. And Jack, it looks like this one's going to come to a close with a major decision here going to Pope.
Yep. Two, one, and there it is.
That'll get the Dragons back to within one. And we move on. It should be Miles Clark coming out for the Beavers, taking on Declan Conklin of the Dragons. As Clark waits on the starting block. Conklin meets him there, shakes hands. We're ready to go here, first period. Both guys looking for the inside control. Clark gets it in. Conklin comes right back with it. A lot of hand movement here. Like to have some meaningful movement here as they get into a collar tie. Clark was looking for an ankle pick there, not finding anything. We're down to 50 seconds to go here in the first. Conklin keeping his distance but keeps moving. Both guys continue to circle. In the center of the mat, brought to us by Munn's Merch. And we're down to 20 seconds to go here. In a scoreless first period, as Clark finally gets a collar tie with our wrist control, Conklin able to peel everything off and stay neutral. And the defense looks like it's winning in this first period, Jack.
Yeah, for sure. Nothing really going there.
Nobody able to score. We'll head to the second period. Conklin has choice. He's going to take top. Clark down on the block, ready to get going. And we're going to have a caution on Conklin. Got to be on the back of the elbow. And Clark right into a stand-up. He'll try to get wrist control and spin into him. Trying to break that wrist control and does. Keeps it in the back pocket and it spins out for the 1-point escape.
So there we go, first point of the match.
And we're right back to the carousel here. And we have a stalling on Clark. The proverbial loose laces has come back to bite the Beavers here. As his shoe come untied.
Gotta have those laces nice and tight.
Knot them up tight, tape them up, whatever you got to do. Be ready.
Yeah.
That was our first step to success brought to us by Snap Fitness. As he gets them tucked away, they'll cut the injury time. That should be part of your pre-match getting ready to go over there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Luckily, it didn't cost Clark any points. Conklin kind of pressing the issue here. 53 seconds to go in the second. Clark with the single point on the escape here. Now in on a nice double leg, and he'll get the three-point takedown.
So there we go, some offense, Dewey. Looking to get him rolled over. Getting some swipes.
Trying to get those barns bundled together. Conklin fighting it off, but Clark doing a good job is just staying chest on chest with him. Needs to tee off and run that. Conklin trying to belly down. That's where Clark got to put that reverse half in. Come on, scoop the head, scoop the head. As those arms bundle together,
there
and he gets the Bracken Funeral Home pin in the second period.
Takes the Beavers up to 29.
And we're getting close to the end of the scored matches. As we're in about 10, it should be Noah Stover coming out for the Beavers, taking on Richard Dunn of the Dragons.
So the Beavers can clinch it here, if I'm not mistaken.
They're up by 7, so any kind of a victory here in this match would seal the deal for the Beavers here tonight.
Yeah.
And then we will get into exhibition matches. One more match after this one. Dunn kind of pulls him down onto the mat and scoots in behind and gets a 3-point takedown. Dragons aren't done quite yet. Gets a half worked in. Dunn looking for the fall here. Getting good position. Stover trying to get up off his back here, and he's not going to make it. A first period pin for the Dragon, and we're right back to a 1-point match.
Yep. Comes down to this.
Whew. Sunjay Jones taking on Brody Connolly.
And here we go.
Wrestler's ready to go. Official comes out. And we have a caution on the Dragon. Again, not on the starting block where you're supposed to be. Got to have one toe at least on that green line down there.
And they're off.
Snaps him down. And a good roll out there. And we have a potentially dangerous illegal hold there on the Dragon. That's going to give a point to Jones.
Yeah, had him in practically a chokehold there.
Well, you got to have something besides the head. You got to have something to go with it. Now he got the head and arm. And that's Sunjay Jones.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's Jones, Dewey.
Jones with a head and arm of his own, puts him down onto his back. Looking for the Bracken Funeral Home pin. Sit down. Sit down. You're a little too high, Jones. Settle in there. Get your butt down on that mat. Pick up on the head.
Yeah, scoop it.
Move your feet towards the head. Circle into him. And it's a Bracken Funeral Home pin by Jones to seal it here for the Beavers.
Wow.
In the first period.
Well, that was a thriller there. These two were ready to go. I liked it.
That's a football score up there.
Yeah.
35-28 is your final here, as we're going to get into exhibition matches. Coming out for the Beavers is Samuel Johnson. He'll be taking on Ethan Gustafson. Jack, I'll let you take it here as I try to get the rest of these exhibition matches taken care of as they get underway.
Yep. A little bit of hand fighting to start us off. Both on the mat here. And there's the 3-point takedown there for the Dragon. Gustafson. He goes to work up top. Gustafson trying to get himself spun around, but he's going the wrong way. That's not gonna get him flipped. Still has that head, looking for the cradle. Gives up on the cradle. People continuing to come into the gym here, Dewey.
It's going to be a full gym here tonight.
Yes, it is. And that's the end of the first period, with the score still 3-0 for Gustafson.
Gustafson defers to the third. And I believe Johnson takes down to start period 2.
Johnson up to his feet real quick and almost had the escape, but got caught and brought back down. Gustafson still fighting up top. Trying to get himself spun around. Gives up on that. Johnson trying to hip thrust. And Gustafson finally got that cradle. Got a couple swipes, I believe. No, I guess not.
All right, Jack, I think I got it all. Gustafson still in control here in the second. And we have stalling on Johnson. Got to continue to work off the bottom there.
Yeah, gotta keep fighting.
Gustafson still with that three-point takedown as the second period comes to a close. Not able to get out was Johnson. So
on to the third.
Gustafson has choice. He'll take bottom as we get ready to start period 3. I apologize. I had the wrong score up there for Johnson. He started with 2 points, and he didn't have any. I got it corrected. And Gus was going to stint into him here, get a relevant church reversal. And work from on top now. As he'll settle back in behind and go to work. Johnson trying to get back up to his base here. Gus was trying to work with that 2-on-1 underneath there. 50 seconds to go here in the third. Has that 2-on-1 with an armbar. Now the 2-on-1 comes off, but the armbar stays in. Gustafson continuing to work hard on top here. Trying for a half, nothing there. Johnson back up to his base. Gustafson continues to try to get that armbar worked in so he can get him rolled over. Down to 20 seconds to go here in the third. Johnson up to his feet, and he'll break clean for the 1-point escape. Hand fighting in the middle here, trying to set something up. Gustafson pulling him into him. Shoots through and can't come up with anything, and Johnson's going to get the 3-point takedown. And this one's going to end with Gustafson winning a tight one, 5-4.
Yeah, wow.
And we move on to bout 13, Jack. It should be Blake Long taking on Hunter Ingerson. And we're underway here, first period. Ingerson in on a single. Gets him down onto the mat. He'll wrestle from in front with a 3-point takedown. Has that leg, Turk, looking for a half to go with it. Let the leg go, but not able to get that power half to go anywhere. Chops him back down onto the mat. Minute to go here in the first. Continue to work with that tight gut. Kind of just like a arm hook there. Not really a tight gut, but now he's looking for the near side cradle. Nothing there. As Long stands up, turns into him. Ingerson puts him back down onto the mat, trying to work up the back to get him flattened out. Long continues to work up off the bottom here. Got to get that leg freed up. 16 seconds to go here in this first period. Trying to get that half worked in, but Long doing a good job of fighting it off. Now he tucks the head under. Got him flipped over at the end of the period there, Jack, but only 2 near fall points. As that'll make it 5-0. And Ingerson takes neutral to start the third. Start the second. Shoots in on a double leg. Long rolls him all the way over. But Hunter catches him, gets a 3-point takedown. Makes it 8-0, and maybe some near fall points to go with it, maybe more. Long trying to fight off his back here. But it's going to be another Bracken Funeral Home pin for the Dragons. As we move on to the next bout, bout number 14, Brooke Hanold taking on Oliver Drescher. Right into a collar tie off the whistle. Drescher getting on top. Trying to push that head down into the leg. Hooks the leg. Puts her right to her back here. Good tight position. This is going to be over quick, Jack.
Yep. No getting out of that.
Another Bracken Funeral Home pin in the first period here for the Dragons as they've won all 3 exhibition matches. As we move on to bout 15. Remy Kuzma taking on Mason Chapman. Kuzma awaiting on the starter's block. Looking for the collar tie. Trying to get wrist control to go with it. Continuing to work here. And now they just break clean, get back into it here. Coming up on a minute to go here, first period. Remy with the wrist control, trying to get something to go with it. Mason trying to get that wrist back as they continue to battle back and forth for that wrist control. Still working with that wrist control. Remy's got to find a way to come up. There you go. Breaks clean. Comes right back in, reaching a little bit there, leaving those legs wide open. But Remy in on a nice double leg here. Got to work up the back now. Continue to spin into him. Keep working. Keep working around the corner there. Keep moving. Don't stop.
Yeah, just keep
going.
Keep
working. You got the takedown. Just keep working it.
Yeah.
Switches to a single. Now back to a double. Continue to work. Continue to work. Just keep moving.
Yeah.
Keep moving.
Step
Both
number
guys
3.
on an ankle. The period comes to a close as neither wrestler able to get the takedown there. Some good action as we head into period number 2. Remy down on the starting block. I didn't see who chose what. He's all set to go. As we get going here, period number 2. Beavers still looking for their first win in the exhibition matches, Jack, as they've dropped the first 3.
Yeah.
We have 4 more to go after this one. Chapman working good on top here, keeping Kuzma down onto the mat. A tight 2-on-1 underneath there. Looking for a half now as Kuzma gets those arms freed up. Back up to his base. 55 seconds to go here in the second. Chapman gets him cracked back down onto the mat, looking for that power half again. Kuzma fighting it off. Trying to get back up to his base, spins into him. He'll get the relevant church reversal. And he's getting some near fall points as Chapman just won't let go of the head. Kuzma staying back. Trying to get him back over to his back again.
Got to get that head freed.
He finally gets freed up. 2 near fall points there, along with the relevant church reversal. Will make it 4 for Kuzma. Nothing for Chapman. And now Chapman's going to get a relevant church reversal. No near fall points, though.
Kuzma just let go.
And after a scoreless first period, all the points coming in the second here, Jack. It's an exciting 4-2 lead here for Kuzma, as Chapman will take down to start period 3. Right up to his feet. Kuzma trying to trip him over, back down onto the mat, staying on a leg. Now you got to work up from the bottom, or work up from, you can't hang out on the leg. Chapman kind of reaching around on a leg of his own. And Kuzma just clinging to that ankle. And Chapman, I believe, is going to score another relevant church reversal here. There it is. And we're tied at 4. Chapman looking for the cradle. Nothing there from Kuzma. Kuzma trying to get back up to his base. 45 seconds to go here in the third. And a back and forth match here. Chapman looking for a half to go get it in there. Works with a power half now. Kuzma fighting it off. But Chapman finally gets him pushed, worked over. In pretty good position here for the pin. And there it is. Another Bracken Funeral Home pin for the Dragons here in exhibition, as they've won all 4 matches so far in exhibition. Next up should be Christopher Hatley taking on Parker Eastman. I think Hatley's ready to go. Quickly in on a head and arm. Hatley looking for a leg to go with it. Gets him chopped down onto the mat. And we'll get a 3-point takedown And he'll just lock the legs together, roll them back, or try to roll them over to his back, unable to get him all the way over. As he'll try to readjust his grip here. Continuing to work with that leg hold. And not getting any near fall points. He'll settle back in behind, Hatley does, and goes to work on top, looking for an arm bar. 35 seconds to go here. Close to the out of bounds. Got to be careful about going out of bounds here. Still can't get him flipped all the way over. Continuing to work close to that out of bounds, and they finally go out of bounds with 21 seconds to go. And he does get 3 near fall points. That'll double up his lead 6-0. Hatley chops the arm into the chest. Gets him cracked down onto the mat. Looking for that ball and chain. Hooks the arm through. And he'll get some near fall points here. Official holding 3. So 3 more near fall points as the period comes to a close. 9-0 as we head into period number 2. Eastman takes down. Hatley right back to work on top. Tilts him over. 2 near fall points. Official holding 2. And he'll give it to him, making it 11-0.
Closing in on tech fall territory here.
Yeah, Hatley with a hammerlock, looking to thread the needle. He's got the arm in there, needs to get a hold of it. Eastman doing a good job of fighting off that move. Finally gets it locked in. And once you get that tucked in, that's one of the tightest moves I've seen in wrestling. And That's a Bracken Funeral Home pin for Hatley. And I really liked him. He looked good here tonight.
Yeah, he did. He was ready to go right from the jump and controlled that match the whole way.
Gets the pin in the second period.
First Beaver win in the exhibition matches.
Yep. Robert Cummings comes out for the Beavers. He'll take on Wyatt Amoroso. Two more matches to go after this, Jack, and then it's on to the varsity action after we take a little break.
Yes, sir.
Right off the whistle, Cummings in on a double leg. Trying to get one of them picked up. Keep moving forward. Keep your feet. And he keeps moving. Amoroso doing a good job of just backpedaling a little bit here. But Cummings is going to be able to get him down onto the mat and get the three-point takedown as he'll go to work from on top. Took a little bit of time to get it, but he stuck with it and got it taken care of. He'll just chin him back and put him right over to his back here. Continue to muscle him over. Amoroso doing a good job of fighting that off, but he's going to give up 4 near fall points. And it's 7-0. Cummings still with control as they get to their feet. Cummings stays with them. Still with that control. 24 seconds to go. As he continues to spin into him. And they go out of bounds. And they're going to give Amoroso the 1 point for the escape. Makes it 7-1. You don't have to shake hands every time, boys. It's just a restart. Once before the match and once at the end.
They're just extra formal, Dewey.
5 seconds to go here in the first. Cummings in on a single leg here. The period comes to a close before either one can get control as we head to period 2 with Cummings out front 7-1. Cummings going down to start period 2 here. Cummings nearly up to his feet and finally gets there. Amoroso trying to pick him up, but Cummings blocking it, but he finally picks him up, puts him down onto the mat. Got a standing half put in. Still with that half. And he's going to get a couple of swipes there. 2 near fall points for Amoroso. An irrelevant church reversal for Cummings, and he puts him right to his back. Looking to sink that half in. And tee off on it. Slide to your right there. There you go. Now put that half in nice and tight. Continue to work that direction. I think the official holding some near fall points for Cummings. He'll give the 4 an irrelevant church reversal. If I have it right, it's 13-5 in favor of Cummings. Amoroso with control.
Scoreboard here agrees with you.
5 seconds to go here in the second. Cummings again scores a relevant church reversal and only gets 1 swipe. So that should be 15-5. And we're heading into the third period here, Jack. And Amoroso's going to take bottom. Trailing by 10. Cummings covers on top as we get going here, period 3. Amoroso roaching back. Has Cummings by the head. Lets it go, and Cummings follows right in behind him. Amoroso with some good pressuring back there, but Cummings doing a good job of backpedaling himself to stay out of trouble with it. Maintains control as he drops down onto a single leg. 55 seconds to go here in the third. There you go, put the half in there. Cummings put it in deep.
Getting some swipes.
Slowly gets him pulled over or pushed over. Amoroso fighting it off valiantly. 33 seconds to go here as Cummings puts that half right back in again. And getting a little high. And gets the Bracken Funeral Home pin into third.
A lot of third period pins tonight, Dewey.
Yes, Beavers back-to-back Bracken Funeral Home pins there in exhibition. As we get up to Phoebe Forspring coming out, taking on Noah Pope. As we get going here, I got to remember to reset the scoreboard. I forget sometimes. I think I have it done right. No change in the action here as we come up on a minute to go here. Phoebe looking for a standing Merkel. Can't get it sunk in. And is able to stay in that neutral position. 50 seconds to go here in the first. Each wrestler still looking for some points here in a scoreless match. And she's got one of the stronger snaps on the head there. And she's able to tuck that elbow in tight and just have the back of her hand on the back of your head there. 25 seconds to go here in the first. They're close to going out of bounds, and they get whistled for being out of bounds. Some good action there. Phoebe right back with that head collar tie. Jack, this gym's getting nice and full here tonight. It's good to see.
Yeah.
For some varsity action.
Yeah, this gym is filled.
Following up here, we got one more match of exhibition to go here in middle school. First period comes to a close. Scoreless after one. Phoebe has choice. And she'll take bottom. Noah covers on top as we get going in period two. Looking for the far side cradle. Forspring fights it off. Gets back up to a referee's position. All fours. Pope trying to flatten her out, but she stays up on two of them. Now she's in on a single leg. Pope trying to get it back. Phoebe high stepping over. Hip heisting over, I should say. Continuing to work, got to pop that head out. Pope in the head and arm, trying to hang on to it. She's going to Turk the leg. Just got to find a way to get that head to pop out. She's completely behind him, but Pope still with that head. Close to the out of bounds now. Pope stays with that head and arm. 35 seconds to go, but Phoebe finally gets the relevant church reversal. Well, she worked hard for that one.
Yeah.
Forspring goes to work on top here. They go out of bounds. 21 seconds to go here in the second. Forspring out in front 2-0. Good clean start. Forspring looking to Turk a leg in there. Looking for a half, but Pope blocks it. Might be a tick high here. As Forspring giving up a little bit in height here. Looking for the half, but the period comes to a close. Still with Forspring out in front 2-0. Pope has choice. He'll take bottom to start the third. A little sit and switch turns into her. Forspring right down on a single leg now. Maintains that control. Pope trying to get around the corner. Forspring needs to spin into it. Stays on the leg. Good move there by Phoebe to stay with him. Not give up the control and stay in good position. 45 seconds to go here in the third. Forspring with both legs worked in. Trying to dig an arm out. 32 seconds to go. And that's going to be potentially dangerous as Pope stands up with her on his back. And that helps Forspring out, Jack.
Yeah.
She was in a little bit of a conundrum there.
Yeah, yeah. .15 seconds to go here in the third. Forspring still clinging to it.
And she'll roll him over ever so slowly. Can't get him all the way over. Has a 2-on-1 underneath. 5 seconds to go. And that one's going to come to a close. Forspring gets a nice victory there, 2-0.
Yeah.
So after the Beavers drop the first 4 matches in exhibition, they come back and win 3 of them. And we're into our final bout here, Jack. Rory Schaefer taking on Brody Connolly.
Here we go.
I think the whole time Rory's out on the mat, I think she has a smile on her face from ear to ear. Into a collar tie here is Brody, trying to get something to work there. Rory fights it off. Can't get nothing to work there. We're still neutral here. Coming up on a minute to go in the first. Right back into the collar ties. Diving in on a double leg. Rory fights it off for the most part, but Brody continues to stick with it. He'll get the 3-point takedown. And wrestle from in front. So he's looking for a half here. Now the far side cradle as Rory's balled up a little bit here. Got to stretch that out, get long, gets that leg back.
Now we just received our delivery for the varsity lineups from Mr. Brad Allen, of course.
Rory gets a relevant church reversal here and gets him over to his back. This is going to be big here.
There it is.
She gets the Bracken Funeral Home pin in the first period. So after dropping the first 4 matches, the Beavers come back, win the last 4, Jack.
Yeah.
And that will do
How
it
do you
for
like that?
middle school action here. It was tight all night long. The Beavers win the 11 bout scored match 35-28. And then they come back and split the 8 exhibition matches, but some really good wrestling here as we have our closing thoughts for middle school.
Yeah, no, that was an exciting slate there, especially those score matches. Came down really to the very end there. Certainly some lessons to be learned for the Beavers, as of course for the Dragons as well, as that's how middle school sports usually are. Take what you learned here today and get better.
Absolutely. Always moving forward, always looking to get better, and that's what the Beavers are going to do. As we're going to take a little break here as we wrap up the middle school action, and as soon as we get things figured out as to what's going on with the varsity action, we'll be back. So enjoy a little break here as we'll put the slideshow on with a little music and be back with the varsity action as soon as we know it's ready to get going. So we'll see you in a little bit. Hey, welcome back here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. And just like last night, Jack, it's senior night again here. So we're going to try and get the senior festivities here as the Warren Dragons are having their senior night here tonight. And they get right into it. As they announce the seniors for the Beavers. Well, there you have it, Jack. The seniors celebrated tonight here at Warren, and I believe we're going to get into our regular warm-ups and so on. So we'll take this opportunity to get our opener in here.
Yeah.
So we'll be right back.
The following presentation is a Deej Experience production and may not be recorded, rebroadcasted, or retransmitted without the express written permission of Deej Experience LLC. For more information, visit us online at www.deejexperience.com.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but I'm back at it. Only like to win, it's like a bad habit. If I took a loss, see how bad. You play me again, then I'm stat padding. Looking at the numbers, see who's hearing it. Watching all the hype go disappear again. Giving you the picture, see how clear it is. I'm high quality, like I have Deej Experience. I'm way up, seems like I've been at the pyramids. Give me an opponent, and I promise I ain't fearing it. I got so much I can lose, but game what I've been dreaming this. Why you see a mirror, cause I'm closer than I appear in it. Grinding and grinding, and then I put another gear in it. Driving and driving, but you don't have no one to steer ship. Back on the topic, if you knew half of my logic, you wouldn't have no more problems, but now you know what interference is. Whoa, wait up, scores down, stay up. Tom Brady with the comeback, and know it ain't luck, so pay up. My respect, don't reject that game nuts, better hang up. The white flag, you fight back to your nameless, so tell me what the time say. Game time, why they didn't think it ever outscore me.
Is it true? Here comes the shot, and that's it!
For the entree, fast break, one man that we got it all day.
Still with that wrist control.
Doing this for all my life.
Looking for the
You don't want to waste my time.
This one hammered.
If you want to
Deep
test my
left.
grind,
Going,
better get up next in line.
gone.
Competition left to dry. They can never get in my mind.
It's gonna get by.
Please slow it down. I'm a beast on the ground. I'll unleash for the crowd. Play me up. One man band. I'ma run it back. You give me the chance. I'ma run it back. He's looking at a champ. I'ma run it back. Put the ball into my hands. I'ma run it back. I'ma run it back. I'ma run it back. You're looking at a champ. I'ma run it back. Put the ball into my hands. I'ma run it back.
Come on for third.
Checked out the
Is he
roof,
round
no. If I do
second?
fail, I don't have none to lose, so I'ma go until I crash to a new low. Still leaving, then I'll bounce back like I do. See how I facilitate it, you get humiliated. I'm making something from nothing cause I'm too innovative. I'm making records so I feel better for when I break it. It's for my pleasure, but I would never let you go take it. I'm kinda like that, I don't just write raps. You put the ball up, and I'ma spike that. That means I put it down, watch me throw it while you're down. Kinda like a quarterback, I take your crap and throw it out. We can go back and forth like Serena, just know I'm the home team. I pack out arenas and arenas, cover the side of where we from. So after I'm finished, it's all gonna be love. Still in my bag and they still wanna be us, but I don't think no one will actually become as great as my team is. Cause I got a team of some Hall of Fame players, not to mention Jesus.
Sawyer.
Doing this for all my life. You don't wanna waste my time. If you wanna test my grind, better get up next in line.
Humpty Dumpty.
Competition left to dry. They could never get in my mind. Please slow it down. I'm a beast on the ground. I'll unleash for the crowd. Play me up. One man band. I'ma run it back. You give me the chance. I'ma run it back. You're looking at a champ. I'ma run it back. Put the ball into my hands. I'ma run it back. I'ma run it back. I'ma run it back. You're looking at a champ. I'ma run it back. Put the ball into my hands. I'ma run it back.
And welcome back here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. I'm Dewey Hurd with Jack Hasbrook on camera as we're over here in Warren for a second night in a row here, Jack, as we were here last night for the girls as they walked away with a 44-30 victory over the Dragons last night. And we're here to do some boys varsity action here tonight.
Yeah. This is the, if you split up middle school and varsity here, this is the fourth straight Corry match against Warren that I've now covered, and the Beavers are 3-0 now to this point. So now we just need the sweep here from our varsity boys.
Absolutely, as we get into the Box It and Lock It pregame show here. And one thing I wanted to talk about as we get going here, Warren going through some changes as they've combined some school districts together. And now I believe Sheffield is completely absorbed by Warren.
Yep.
So they got some different faces on the roster. And I will say this, Jack, the last 3 times that the Beavers have wrestled the Dragons, it's been a very lopsided affair.
Yeah.
Beavers winning 57-12, 65-0, and 66-6 last year in the Beaver Dam.
Yep.
So some easy scoring there for the Beavers, and it's not going to be so easy here tonight on the Dragons' home floor as they look to start a new extent to their tradition here in Warren and get back in the win column here tonight against the Beavers. But the Beavers are a strong opponent here tonight, and I look for it to be a fun duel here.
Yeah, a bit of a new-look Warren team with the absorption of Sheffield, and I believe they took a couple from Youngsville as well. I don't know if that would have included any wrestlers or not. But
I don't know if it did or didn't, but I did get a little heads up about their 121 weight class. Tanner Stewart, young freshman coming in, and a little bit of a fiend on there. So we'll see how he does. But I don't know if the Beavers are going to have anybody at that 121 weight class. So let's get into our snap fitness of Corry, 3 steps to success, as we put it up on the board. And I'm sorry, Beaver Nation, but I had to put it here, number 1. Be ready.
Yep.
And what does that mean, Jack? Be ready.
It means you got to come out here and you've got to be ready to go. You know, these guys have not had a duel in a minute because of the holiday breaks and some other tournaments. So they've got to get their head back into a duel mindset here, and they've got to be ready to wrestle, ready to help their team out, and ready to get as many bonus points as they can.
Make sure the laces are tied up, tight, put away, taped. And
yeah, that too.
Be ready to go there. And I can't believe I have to talk about that for Beaver Nation out there to understand about wrestling. So be ready when you get out on the mat. The next step, we had this last night for the girls. Also, the second step was hit your moves with authority. Let's be aggressive and get after it. But when you hit something, let's hit it with like you mean it and follow all the way through.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got to. We saw it last night with the girls. They had a lot of strong moves, a lot of strong takedowns, a lot of impressive pins, and that was part of the reason why that match last night was just so exciting. So, you know, the boys need to model that and do the same thing here.
And the last step to success here tonight, move after move. You see it all too often. You have a nice little single leg, but that's all you get. You got to put the moves together one right after another. If you're trying to get a half in and it's not working, you got to go back to an arm bar. Or if that's not working, maybe a crossface series or whatever. You just got to constantly be moving and don't give your opponent an easy target for you to be a sitting duck.
Yeah, we just saw it in the middle school match. The Beavers that had success were able to get move after move, and the Beavers that lost, they tripped up a little. They didn't have that next move planned, or they got caught, or, something like that. So very important to keep moving.
Got to keep moving on your feet and get things taken care of there as we're going to move on here as the Dragons take the mat here tonight. Our Corry Higher Ed Spotlight Player of the Night at 172, Lamech Albers. As he's a little bit of a leader on the team here, as he's already up to a junior this year, Jack, so he's got one more year of him. But he's really blossomed into a really good wrestler, filling in the upper weight class for the Beavers and doing a very nice job on the mat.
Yeah, absolutely. They will need a big match from him tonight if they want to come away with the win.
So keep your eyeballs on Lamech Albers. I don't know what weight class we're starting at here tonight, Jack, but it's going to be an exciting match here as Beavers and the Dragons taking on here on the mat. And it's just exciting here. Warren always treats us well when we come over here, setting us up here in the balcony and just making it easy to do the broadcast here. And hopefully it's a fun duel here tonight. And I'm looking for the Beavers to get the W. I think it's going to be a little bit of a hard-fought battle here tonight, but hopefully they get it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited to see the new look Warren team.
Oh, we do know that there's going to be a couple of JV matches here tonight.
Yes,
I don't know when they're going to do them, but
first,
I do know.
I did get word.
Get word? They're going to do the JV matches first?
Yes, JV are first.
So let's get into our J. Gill Heating and Plumbing starting lineup for the JVs. At 127, we're going to have Braxton Hayes for the Beavers taking on Mason Smith of the Dragons. And down at 152, we are going to have Jeremiah Johnson of the Beavers taking on Travis Childress. Yes. And those are the two matches for JV action here tonight. And I don't know which one are going to come out first, but those are the two JV actions. As we will get into the rest of the starting lineups when they get them out onto the floor. And we'll let the PA announcer take care of those duties when we get to it.
Yep.
As we continue to watch the Dragons get warmed up out on the mat. Closing thoughts as we wrap up the Box It Lock It pregame show here.
It's already been a pretty fun night of wrestling. A lot of middle school action, 19 bouts. But like you said, the last 3 matches have been between these two varsity squads have been very lopsided. So, the Beavers, I'm sure, would like to keep it going that way. So
I'm sure they would, but I don't think it's they got to. I guess my point to mentioning those last 3 bouts with the Dragons, you got to put that behind you. It's not the same Dragon team anymore.
Yep.
It's a different program. You got different kids on the roster, and you've got to become prepared here mentally and physically to take on these Dragons, because it's not going to be the same cakewalk as you've had the last 3 times.
Yeah, in the public school sphere specifically, high school sports teams can change on a dime year to year. One year you may make a run all the way to the state championships in your sport, and then the next year you may struggle to even get to 500. It really is a bit of a roulette with high school sports. So like you said, just gotta forget about the past years and move forward.
Well, Beavers come in with a good record on the board so far. I believe we did the match against Cash, where the Beavers got the victory, and also the assembly match over against Union City. So the Beavers come in with a 2-0 record. Some good showing in some of the tournaments that they've been in. As we are going to get ready here to turn it over to the PA announcer and get the J. Gill Heating and Plumbing starting lineups. Also, we'll get in the Gladiator Law firm national anthem, I believe, as well, Jack. So we're going to turn it over to the PA announcer and let him go through the announcements. I don't know what the officials doing here. They were getting ready to go.
Yeah.
I guess we're going to do the JV matches before we do the lineups.
All right, then.
Is what I'm guessing.
Yeah.
The way it's looking, it looks
Seems like it.
It looks like we're going to do the JV scorings here. So
fair enough.
As soon as I get it figured out who's coming out where. I'm thinking it's going to be Braxton Hayes coming out. And he'll be taking on Mason Smith.
Dewey, I just got word they are starting at 107 tonight.
All right. JV action underway here. Jack, I'll let you take it.
Sure
Just
thing.
a little bit here as I get the names put in.
Already close to going out of bounds. And there's the 3-point takedown. It's a quick start here.
Braxton will wrestle from in front as they go out of bounds. It's something new this year. Are they having 2 officials? Normally we just have the 1, but we have 2 here tonight.
Interesting. Extra set of eyeballs.
It's always good to have.
No, Braxton works from up top. Dragon briefly tried to sit and switch, didn't work.
Braxton working with that arm bundled together. Trying to get him rolled over from that position. Finally gets him turned over. Official count near fall points. And it's a Bracken Funeral Home pin in the first period.
So, could be a good omen for the night the Beavers are about to have, Dewey. Braxton came to wrestle.
We'll move on to the second match. Travis Childress for the Dragons. He'll be taking on Jeremiah Johnson.
Into a collar tie here. Johnson looking for the head. Johnson going down, looking for the double leg. Picks him up, puts him down to the mat. And there's your 3-point takedown. Johnson out in front. 3-0. Johnson continuing to work up top, dragging in the referee position.
Yeah, Johnson with that tight 2-on-1 there. See if he can use that to his advantage, get him flipped over here. 1:10 to go first period. Johnson stays with that tight 2-on-1. Up to his feet and gets the escape is Childress. Right back into the collar tie. Johnson looking to get wrist control with it. Continue to switch from one side to the other. Down to 40 seconds to go. Shoots in on a single leg. Switch to a double. Puts him down onto the mat. And he'll cover the hips and get another 3-point takedown. Extends the lead 6-1. Rolls a wrist underneath there. Looking to dig that arm out. Can't get it. Back to work on top here. 20 seconds to go here in the first. He'll grind some coffee.
Or plow some snow.
Yeah, whichever way you want to say it. It is uncomfortable no matter which way you say it. Still working on that wrist, trying to get that half worked in. Gets it in there nice and deep, but the period's going to come to a close before he can get him flipped over. And we'll head to the second period with Jeremiah out in front, 6-1. Childress defers to the third. Johnson down on the starting blocks. Awaiting the start of the second period here. Tried to do his sit and switch there, but Childress picks up the ankle, keeps him from going all the way around. As he works on top here, trying to get a half worked in. Johnson grabs the wrist. Gets back to his referee's position, looking to get up from there. Has wrist control now. And he continues to work up that left arm and just let it go. He was nearly out with that. 1.5 to go here in the second. Childress working hard on top here. Johnson with a good hip heist there, and he'll come out the back door and get the 1 point for the escape.
That was a good move, Dewey.
Yeah, he just extended those hips up, and popped Childress up in the air and over the top of him, and come right out the back door. It's 7-1 now. As they work at the center of the ring there, sponsored by Munns Merch. 55 seconds to go here in the second. Jeremiah Johnson out in front, 7-1. Working hard in the middle here, trying to get another takedown. Nice crossbody shot on a single leg. Switches to a double, picks him up, plants him in the ground. It's another 3-point takedown and a major decision on the board for Johnson. Hard crossface series there, looking for the far side cradle. Got to get out front, drive that head into the knee. Childress doing a good job of fighting it off. 10 seconds to go here in the second. Johnson still working on top here. And the period comes to a close. We'll head to the third period. Childress takes neutral. Swipes at a leg right off the whistle. Johnson again on a single, right to a double. Puts him down onto the mat. Childress stays with the leg, though. No takedown awarded yet. And now the Merkel from Johnson. He'll get another 3 points for the takedown there. Makes it 13-1. Major decision extended on the board here. Johnson looking for more points. Still working on top here. Got to find a way to advance your position here. The leg pops out. Now Johnson should be able to circle in behind as Childress reaches back for the head, and he'll get himself another escape. Makes it 13-2. Shoots in on a single leg or double leg there, and Johnson saw it coming and was able to prevent it. Throws him by and gets another 3-point takedown. 16-2. 2 more points for the tech fall.
Wouldn't it be one more?
One more point. My bad. .37 seconds to go here in the third. He's going to cut him loose, it looks like. He'll get another point for the escape.
Now 2 more.
Another takedown here. 23 seconds to go. Tried to shoot on a single leg there. Childress fights it off. Looking for a Merkel. He'll get another set of 3 for the takedown. Makes it 16-6. 1 point for Johnson on a roughing call. Johnson down on the restart with 10 seconds to go. Gets him flattened out onto the mat. 5 seconds to go. And Jeremiah Johnson's going to get the major decision victory here, 17-6. And that should do it for the JV actions. And now we're turning it over to the announcer, the PA announcer for the J. Gill Heating and Plumbing starting lineups.
And the starting lineup for visiting Corry and your Warren Dragons. Starting at 107 for visiting Corry, freshman Landon Van Tassel. And for Warren, freshman Nicholas Freeling. At 114 for Corry, freshman Skylar Hayes. And for Warren, freshman Drew Abbey. At 121 for Warren, sophomore Cole Fitzgerald. For freshman Tanner Stewart. At 127 for Corry, freshman Landon Wallitzer. And for Warren, sophomore Aiden Dean. At 133 for Corry, senior Stephen Willis. Senior, Ryan Letko. 152 for Corry Jr., Carson Braswell. And for Warren Jr., James Wagner. For sophomore, Travis Childress. At 160 for Corry Sr., Cooper Hoback. And for Warren Jr., Carter Campbell. At 172 for Corry Jr., Lamech Albers. And for Warren Sr., Sebastian Oyola. Or Sr., Jacob Burrito. At 189 for Corry Jr., Landon Nickerson. For Warren Jr., Colby Singer. And at 285 for Corry Sr., Owen Nickerson. For Warren Sr., Tyson Harkin. District 10 and its member schools encourage and promote sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. Profanity, racial or ethnic comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or game management will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from any game. Thank you. Please rise in favor for the playing of our national anthem.
Well, there you have it, Jack. All the pregame festivities are completed, and we are ready for the Fox Family Insurance opening match. And we're going to start at weight class 107, brought to us by Lifted Health.
Yes, sir.
At 107. And coming out for your Beavers is going to be Landon Van Tassel. He'll be taking on Nicholas Freeling. As we get the scoreboard back up there, captain's out there going over the proverbial coin flip. Looks like Corry has won the toss. And there will be some shifting of the lineups here tonight, I believe. So we'll have to see, pay attention to the announcer.
Mm-hmm.
But we are ready to get going at 107. Again, brought to us by Lifted Health. And hopefully it doesn't change on me. Beavers will be the red team tonight. Dragons being the green team. And we are underway. Opening match of the night. Both guys looking to get the advantage as they push out of bounds. Van Tassel pushing forward. Freeling giving ground. As they go back into a tie here. Freeling in on a single leg, trying to get it into a double. Van Tassel in on a single, but he's going to belly down. And Freeling will wrestle from in front with a 3-point takedown. Trying to work up off the bottom here, Van Tassel. Trying to break that wrist control and get up to his base. Freeling keeping him down on the mat.